Hello guys, Igabers42 again, and Roblox is doing another DevEx rate increase, only if you have games that appeal to 18 plus users. And here are some strings attached. You gotta be age checked as 18 plus, reside in the United States, and use R15. That's the biggest topic that's being brought up here. How you have to have R15 to basically be qualified for the whole thing anyway. And someone in the dev forum literally strips it. I got very excited initially seeing this, but then noticed this little caveat that makes every single game I work on ineligible. This is a very confusing statement. Are we required to use R15 to benefit from this? It's insane. Like, why was there a requirement for R15 to even begin with? What are you trying to do here? Anything but just increasing the average DevEx rate and coming R6 being deprecated. Which, the funny thing about that is, like, the first state to deprecation is to make it harder to use. And that has been a core theme for at least Roblox's updates. I mean, what are you doing, man? And yeah, this is a real update, by the way, that Roblox just decided to just come out of nowhere and say, yeah, we're gonna force you to have age checks in R15 just to have a DevEx rate increase, which is just remarkably insane. But regarding their whole age check bonanza, they have their hands tied from their own bonanza of bad moderation that I won't necessarily talk about here. Here it is. Roblox claims R6 isn't going anywhere, and they're paying developers to basically avoid it. Sounds a little crazy to me, don't you think? Because Roblox made an entire statement on February 4th, and it's still up, by the way, saying, no, we're not removing R6. Stay tuned for an update later today. And that was nearly 3 months ago. And they're already getting away with lying. What are you doing? No one believes you. And this crap is why. They are not incentivizing people for using R6. And they wonder why barely anyone believes them in the first place. Because, like, we're not removing R6, but we're actually making it harder to use it. And giving us an extra reason why we can remove it because of, oh, no one's using it anymore. Like, get out of here with that. We're seeing the entire playbook. But speaking of seeing, we now have a photorealistic real-time video generation, whatever the heck that is. And it's basically AI real-time dreaming type of madness that Dave Bazuki just talks about out of nowhere a couple months ago. And the fact that they just decided, yeah, let's just drop this out of nowhere. Who asked for this? Genuinely, who in the absolute hell asked for this crap? Someone just said the tech is cool. Literally not a single person is going to want you overriding their fun Roblox-looking game with this visual layer on top of it. I think a lot of Roblox has this vision and break away from typical Roblox visuals and all this other crap. Why are you so out of touch with your creators? Such a crappy breakthrough, to put it nicely. And then someone just said, opinions on how no one wants this aside, I have questions. And I'm surprised, Dave Bazuki straight up just answered this guy. And, to even use this, you have to pay. Which is whatever. I'm not even going to be using it anyway, even if I have to pay. Creators can provide prompt instructions, and then apparently it's not going to affect the DevEx rate, which, thank goodness, we already got enough crap going on. We don't need more bad updates that the community does not want or ask for. And then let's take a look at this. Roblox is convinced older players want hyper-realistic graphics and avatars for some reason, because I'm 24 years old, and I could literally give a flying crap less about hyper-realism in games. And it points to why they're pushing human characters, avatar makeup, and hyper-realistic graphics. And this kind of ties in back to what I said earlier with the entire bonanza regarding the DevEx rate increase if you have 18-plus games and crap. They think we want to look like this, and that's not the case. Like, no one even asked for this. Like, who is we? Okay? Hey, 20-year-old Roblox player here. I can confidently say I do not want hyper-realistic graphics or avatars. And they're surely not the only one. Not to side with Roblox, but they met 18-plus players who never played before and never seen Roblox. that must have been the case because they clearly don't give a flying crap about the adult Roblox community that's already in Roblox. They literally don't care, but this person responded. But even then, they're so wrong. Most 18 plus users simply don't care and oftenly use just the default avatar or a funny meme. Like, they literally could give a crap less, honestly. And, we got multiple, dozens, if not hundreds of adults saying, yeah, we do not care about this hyper-realistic agenda that is being put out there for some reason. Now we got Brazil's own version of DSA of Europe and OSA of the UK, where they can now report content violating stuff directly on Roblox. And this was legally required, I believe. So that's probably why Brazil now had it. This stuff probably works better than the typical reporting system, by the way, which has me wondering, why don't they just overhaul their overall reporting system? And this person said, why does it not apply for other countries? Probably because, again, legislation not existing. Watch this be more effective than Roblox reporting system 2? Oh, trust me, I don't even have to use it to guess, like, hey, it might actually be the case, because I have managed to try OSA and DSA myself. It works better than the typical reporting system for some reason. There has to be improvements on this, because what are we genuinely doing with this crap, okay? And the fact that this is region locked because of legislation says a lot, because instead of improving moderation, they will just have region locked reporting systems that are objectively better than this, and then we wonder why. Now we got an issue that is very concerning. This person had their account permanently banned a couple weeks ago without warning, and all they did was join a popular game with their screen being spammed allow captures. They left and they came back deleted. And it's apparently due to an exploit where developers can abuse capture service to allow uploading content under your name and get you banned. And they target people with valuable items. And of course, the appeal was denied by a bot. Of course, it's almost as if we can predict what the heck's going to happen with Roblox's crappy moderation system. My goodness. No human check. Yeah, that's not surprising either. And here's what that looks like, that ban reason. And apparently a new violation appeared out of what seems like thin air. And it got denied. Of course it did. Support said a team member will respond soon, and apparently no one responded. And this, again, highlights the fact that Roblox's moderation system is completely broken. Completely broken. And someone just said, this is the Crosswoods situation all over again. Hoping this gets sorted out for you and passed quickly. Because, yeah, this is very bad stuff going on. I mean, what the heck is this? It's just bonkers that it could affect quite literally anyone. And they're not the only one, apparently, as somebody else has also gotten deleted over, again, the capture feature, which is insane, because this happened on the 1st of April, and this is no April Fool's joke either, just to throw that out there. Yikes, bro. I sincerely hope everyone who has been affected get their accounts back, though. And now we got one more thing, and it's just Roblox making excuses as to why Koala Face got straight up deleted, as they were apparently quoted as test assets. Despite this item, which got a single owner, that got converted, but not something with about 273 owners. Just say you're making excuses at this point. We know you're doing it. Just stop. In fact, while you're at it, just bring back the frickin' classic faces as well. You might as well. Dang it. And it proves that Roblox is just rushing out updates without checking to see how destructive they are. But that's going to be all I have for this video. And if you guys like it, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on your notification, comment what you guys think about everything I just said, and what to bring up in the next video, and I will see you guys in the next one.